Today, I will be making an entire theme park in just a 15 by 15 area. Let's do it.
Alright, we're going to start off with the single rail coaster because it's the smallest and I think it would just make the most sense. At this point in time, I'm already deciding if this was a bad idea or not because I'm already struggling to even make the roller coaster in this tiny area. You know what? I'm going to make a helix so we can put a little ride in between it and then like the ride goes around the flat ride that we're going to have. It's not going to be a drop tower because I've seen people already do that for this challenge, so we're going to do something a little different. I just have to get the shaping right. Into the brake run with you, and that is the roller coaster complete. Now we just have to decide what I want to build for the park. Before we actually decide, I already know where I want the entrance to be. This area looks perfect, goes right under the top part of the roller coaster, and again, it just looks cool. So this is where the entrance is going to be. And now we are going to place down some paths. Just see what I want the layout to look like. And actually, the station's up there, so let's make a kind of like hill you gotta go up to get to the roller coaster. Sort of like this. Actually, no, exactly like this. Yeah, this is great. Alright, now to connect the station to the pathway. Just see. We're just gonna adjust a little more, and bam. Now that that's done, let's see. What ride do I want to use? I mean, the first thing that comes to mind is the teacups, because that's small. But I feel like that's kind of boring, so let's see what else we can fit in here. After weighing out all my options, I've decided to go with the teacups ride, because that's like the only cool ride that would fit in here, so yeah. And now we're just connecting it up with the path. And I have no clue how I'm going to get rid of these fences. This is actually very annoying. I'll be back when I solve this. Alright, I can't really get rid of the entrance gate, so this is probably the best it's going to get. I've completely put off doing this until now, so let's actually start working on grass and terrain. Before we move on, I ask of you to subscribe, as we're on the road to 10K now, as we just recently hit 1K, and only 2% of viewers are actually subscribed, so it would help out a ton, and if you want to see more videos like this, subscribing would let me know that you enjoy this type of content. Anyways, let's get back to the video. At this point in time, we are making some rocks for like a little cave valley thingy that the roller coaster can go through at the start, and we're gonna have some cool scenery. And here's a fun idea. How about we make a little river with the river rapids ride that the roller coaster will go over, and we can always just cover up the sides with rocks and stuff. So we're gonna see how that looks. So far it's coming along together pretty nicely, and I've been able to cover up some of the sides, and yeah, you can just take a look right here. Honestly, I don't think it's too bad. However, since it's such a small area of rocks, I'm not really using the copy and paste tool, so this is very tedious and annoying. I'm going to make a part where the rocks dip down, so maybe we can have a really torn up and abandoned camping site. It's going to be pretty basic since it's in such a small area, but it's something that we can do. Alright, now to paint the rocks. So this looks decent. Alright, this video is already on track to being longer than usual, so I'm just going to skip through this part until I'm at the end and the finished product. Alright, our campsite has been completed. Now let's make some terrain down here so we have something interesting as we head into the launch. Cool idea. Before we head into the launch, I'm just going to make a really cool rock structure that you go under right before you launch into the layout, which I think would be pretty cool. Just got to make it realistic and supported before, you know, it collapses on someone. Before I forget, let's actually paint the pathways here. There we go. Looking nice. There we go. Now we have finished the pathways, so what else should we add? I'm thinking something else here. I do like the rock structure, but I'm not 100% sure what I want to add. You know what? Before we actually make anything, I'm just going to finish up this grass over here. Just make sure we do not go over the edge out of the 15 by 15 area. And yeah, we're just going to fill up the rest of this area with grass and make it look nice later. And I keep forgetting to finish certain things, but let's close off the under part of the station with some rocks real quick. Alright, something like that will do. Looking very nice. I actually really like the rock structure we have. There's kind of an open gap there. I'm going to have to plug that up. But now let's do the back side so, again, doesn't look ugly. Alright, looking good. I'm just going to plug up this hole right here. And I made a little bit of room for a shop, which I think we are going to do next. So let's just finish up these rocks. Alright, now let's move on to the shop right here. Actually, scratch that. We're just going to go ahead and make a quick tree template real quick so we can spread those around, and we'll build the shop around the trees. And also because this is going to be a mostly forest themed area, and I might make the teacups ride like a scary forest themed area. I don't really know. We'll just see what happens as it goes on.
Alright, now let's just place these trees around, see if the roller coaster hits it, which thankfully it doesn't. And again, we're just going to spread these around and rotate them everywhere. Alright, enough putting this off, let's make the shop, and I'm actually going to make the counters out of logs, and maybe we'll have some fruits and stuff here. And what's really going to be cool is that it's going to be at the edge of the hillside, so be careful of falling off. We should probably make people sign a contract when working here. Alright, now let's actually make the counter here, because I don't want the counter just be rounded off. That would be kind of weird. So, yeah, there's the counter. We're probably going to make it marble or something, and actually, I don't really like that corner, so let's see what I can do to fix that. Alright, let's see. How does that look? You know what? We'll take it. It looks much better, and it looks better with a rounded off part of the table. So, yeah, I think what's next is we color the counter, but actually, I'm not really sure how I like that log hanging off. But anyways, we're going to make some posts, and then I think we're going to have like a fabric, kind of like those old market things that they would have in old castles and stuff. You'll see what it is. You'll see what it will look like. I think it'll be pretty cool to have up here. And honestly, this could not be in a better spot in the park. I mean, it's the only shop, and it is actually kind of nice looking, so yeah. Alright, we've got the fabric over the top, so now I'm just going to make some boxes that people can purchase out of. So we'll have fruits and stuff in these. So yeah, right here we'll make some fruits. I don't know what they are. They're just fruits and vegetables, I guess. Also, while I'm doing this, huge shout out to Gorla. He was the entire inspiration of this video, and yeah, shout out to him for the idea and stuff. This video would not be happening if it wasn't for him. So yeah, go show him some support. Anyways, with that, the shop is done. I've colored the fruits and stuff. And now to think of what to move on to next. Fun idea. Let's make supports, which I've clearly already done so far. So yeah, this is going to be pretty boring, so I'm probably just going to skip through this. Yeah. Alright, now that the supports and the boring part is over with, let's actually recolor the teacups ride, because I think it stands out and like way too much. Like, it does not fit the theming. Like, it stands out in a bad way, basically. So yeah, I'm just recoloring this. Alright, the teacups ride is finished, and before I forget, I need to make the gates and the station. So let's go ahead and do that now. Alright, here we are, just making the fence. It's probably going to be made out of wood, because I feel like it's just fitting. Now to place the fences everywhere, and make a little pathway / queue line with them. Now for the design of the station, I'm just going to copy and paste the store, so it's not so complicated. And you know what, this video is already longer than it needs to be, so I'm just going to move on to the tour, so the rest of this can be a surprise to you. Here we are at the entrance of my 15 by 15 theme park. No name, but we have a pretty cool entrance in the trees and below the roller coaster. Got some supports here, and if you head this way, you'll see the teacups ride, which is surrounded by the roller coaster and some trees, which are really cool. It's a brown and darker colored teacups ride, just so it fits the trees more. And if you come up to the interesting part up here, up on top of the hill, you'll see the little rock formation over here, but then you'll have the shop with the apples and oranges in there, and then you can go through the queue line, and here we are to get on the roller coaster.